On February 3, 2025, the city of Los Angeles, with its dazzling streets filled with neon lights and the hustle and bustle of entertainment culture, was brought to a halt in shock as the news of Martin Lawrence's death was announced. Martin was not only an outstanding artist with a brilliant career but also an icon loved by millions. The announcement that he had passed away in a tragic accident on set while filming the action comedy Running Wild sent shockwaves through Hollywood. Martin Lawrence, born to a struggling family, had a passionate love for the arts from a young age. He grew up in Washington, D.C., where the street culture and diversity helped shape his unique artistic style. As a young man, Martin often participated in comedy competitions, gradually establishing a reputation for himself. From performances in small clubs to the famous television show Def Comedy Jam, Martin proved that passion combined with hard work can lead to success. Martin's achievements were not limited to acting. He was also a producer and a host, representing positive messages about friendship, family, and self-acceptance. Films like Bad Boys and Big Mama's House not only brought laughter but also contained profound lessons about loyalty and bravery. This left a strong impression on the audience, who continued to love and respect him. At the peak of his career, Martin always knew how to maintain closeness with his fans. He frequently shared his personal life, struggles, and successes on social media platforms. His posts were not merely updates but also lessons on overcoming difficulties. Martin often reminded everyone of the importance of humility and gratitude, qualities that made him special in the eyes of his fans. On that fateful morning at the Eager film set, Martin and the crew were about to shoot a thrilling action scene. With over 50 people present, they awaited each moment to witness the performances that Martin had meticulously prepared. The radiant smile on his face was part of the myriad talents he had built throughout his career. But suddenly, as the shoot began, an unforeseen incident occurred. A prop gun, which had been carefully checked, unexpectedly discharged, causing chaos among everyone. The following moments unfolded like a nightmare. Martin collapsed as a serious chest injury set in. Medical staff arrived immediately, but panic and confusion filled the air. Those nearby, from actors to crew members, stood frozen, unable to believe what was happening. As the ambulance took Martin away, each person's heart tightened, unable to fathom what would happen next. When the news was announced that Martin had died at the hospital, a wave of shock and chaos spread across social media. Movie stars, friends, and fans expressed their deepest condolences. The situation grew severe as millions cried upon hearing the news. Not only had they lost an artist, but they felt as if they had lost a part of their family. Martin had dedicated his life to bringing laughter to others, and now, his departure left a void that could not be filled. As the news of Martin's passing attracted media attention, articles, videos, and images related to him were continuously shared. Stories of his acts of kindness, charitable endeavors, and all the good he had done throughout his career came to light. Martin was not only a star but also a person with a big heart, always eager to create positive change in society. His prominent charitable activities ranged from helping underprivileged children to supporting humanitarian organizations. During Martin's funeral, the church was filled to capacity. Beautiful white flowers and portraits of Martin created a solemn atmosphere. Family, friends, and hundreds of fans gathered to bid farewell to the artist they loved. This was not just a memorial service, it was a deeply personal reunion. People reminisced about fond memories, humorous moments from his films, and the life lessons they had learned from Martin. Even at the ceremony, laughter filled the air. Hilarious stories about Martin were shared, causing many to choke back their emotions. The joyful memories they had experienced with him would never be forgotten. Martin's passing was not only a sorrowful occasion but also an opportunity for everyone to remember and reflect on the values of life. After the emotional funeral, Martin's family decided to establish a charity fund named the Martin Lawrence Fund. The purpose of this fund was not only to honor him but also to support young artists striving to achieve their dreams in the film industry. The fund would provide scholarships, educational opportunities, and training for young talents. Martin's family hoped that through this fund, his spirit and legacy would continue to live on, contributing to the rise of talented artists in the future. The first program of the fund was held in May 2025, attracting thousands of fans and famous artists. The event was not only a special day to remember Martin but also to raise funds for artistic activities in the community. The audience enjoyed comedy performances, musical acts, and highlights from films in which Martin had starred. All these activities conveyed the message that Martin would always live in the hearts of everyone, and the laughter he brought would never fade away. Artists shared their memorable moments with Martin. Some recalled the sincere and touching conversations they had with him, while others remembered his support during difficult times. Martin was always there to uplift and encourage people, building a community where everyone could feel comfortable and free to express themselves. Martin's death sparked a powerful dialogue about safety in the film industry. Many organizations called for reforms in the regulations surrounding the use of props on film sets. Actors, producers, and other crew members advocated for changes to ensure safety procedures were prioritized. This discussion not only honored Martin but aimed to prevent similar tragedies in the future. In addition, many filmmakers decided to implement safer practices for action scenes, avoiding unnecessary risks. This became an unofficial movement where the artistic community collaborated to protect the safety of all. They realized that the safety of everyone on set must be the top priority. Months passed after Martin's death, but his influence remained present in people's lives. An annual Martin's Month was established in February, featuring a series of memorial events around the world. Many chose to hold screenings of Martin's films and donate to the charity established by his family. The community of Martin's fans created a social media page to commemorate joyful moments, share stories about him, and highlight their favorite works. Many even wrote letters to Martin's family to express how he had impacted their lives. The passing of a great star can shake people deeply, but Martin left behind a lasting legacy. He demonstrated that one person can make a difference and turn the seemingly impossible into reality. Every time people watch his movies, read articles about him, or participate in memorial activities, they keep Martin's spirit alive in their hearts. Above all, the memory of Martin Lawrence reminds everyone that life is a precious gift. The laughter, wonderful moments, and love we share with one another are what we can carry with us. Thanks to Martin, millions found joy, acceptance, and hope in life. Not only as an artist but also as a human being, Martin will always be etched in the history of cinema and in the hearts of those who loved him. Ultimately, what Martin left behind cannot be measured by awards or success but by his heart for the arts, the smiles he evoked in millions, and the connections he created among people. Reflecting on Martin's journey, one sees that life, no matter how brief, is full of opportunities for love, laughter, and sharing joy. The laughter of Martin Lawrence will echo through time, like a melody that never fades in the hearts that were touched by his talent and love. Film critics have said, "The passing of Martin is not an end but a new beginning." It is a sign that existence, however brief, can leave a profound and lasting influence on generations to come. An encouraging and uplifting reminder that regardless of how short life may be, we can always make a difference and leave a mark on this world. And as Martin said in one of his performances, "I am not just an artist. I am someone who can bring laughter and joy to many." These words forged a powerful connection between Martin and his fans, a connection that will never be broken. Martin Lawrence, a person who left behind an eternal legacy, will forever be etched in the history of cinema and in the hearts of millions of fans. A short career, but one that will endure through time. Martin Lawrence was born on April 16, 1965, during a time of significant social upheaval in America, particularly in the cultural and political arenas. The 1970s saw the rise of many civil rights movements, and artists of color began to carve out their place in the entertainment culture. During this time, Los Angeles also emerged as a major cultural hub, attracting many young artists from across the country who sought to showcase their talents. Life in Washington, D.C., where Martin grew up, was not easy. His family faced financial hardship, and his parents divorced when he was young. This led to continuous relocation and upheaval in Martin's life, but also inspired the stories and characters he later built throughout his career. Additionally, during this period, stand-up comedy was becoming one of the appealing highlights of American culture. Comedians like Richard Pryor and Red Fox opened doors for upcoming generations. Martin began engaging in this realm from a very young age, and the visibility of artists of color in the entertainment industry created many opportunities for him. Martin Lawrence was the third child in a family of 6. He grew up in an environment filled with love but also faced numerous challenges. When his parents divorced in 1973, the family's financial situation worsened. They had to move to various parts of the city to find affordable housing. These experiences shaped Martin into a resilient soul who could endure challenges without hesitation. From a young age, Martin displayed an exceptional sense of humor. He often shared funny and satirical stories about life around him to make his friends and family laugh. His ability not only brought joy to those around him but also helped build his confidence. These traits served as a strong foundation for his future artistic career. Martin frequently participated in performance activities at school and in the local community. His talent captured attention, and he decided to pursue a career in the arts seriously. This led him to perform at various small theaters and comedy clubs in the area. Martin Lawrence discovered his passion for the arts from his early years. He loved comedy shows and especially idolized artists like Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy. The creativity and freedom these artists expressed inspired Martin. However, the artistic path was not always easy. During his early days performing at smaller clubs, Martin faced several obstacles and rejections. But these challenges fueled his determination. He continuously worked on improving his performance skills, participating in various gigs and smaller television shows to build his name. A special moment in Martin's career came when he was selected for a presentation at the comedy club. The performance not only boosted his confidence but also opened doors for him to be noticed by industry figures. This led to larger opportunities in the future, elevating him from an unknown comedian to a famous star in the entertainment industry. Martin began his career at comedy clubs in Washington, D.C., performing on weekend nights. Although these venues were small and lacked large audiences, Martin consistently worked hard to impress. He showcased his talent and gradually improved his skills from writing scripts to performing. Performing stand-up comedy initially was not easy. Martin faced nights where no one laughed or even experienced adverse audience reactions. Yet it was during those tough times that he learned many valuable lessons about capturing an audience, commanding the stage, and developing his performance style. One of the major challenges Martin faced during his early days was financial instability. To make ends meet, he took on various jobs, from waiting tables to driving. However, this did not diminish his passion for the arts. Martin always sought opportunities to perform, even if it meant enduring tough working days. In 1992, Martin had the chance to join HBO's Def Comedy Jam. This was a famous television show, particularly for comedians of color. Martin's humorous performances on the show quickly garnered attention, establishing him as one of its top stars. He distinguished himself by sharing hilarious anecdotes drawn from his everyday life, particularly about family and relationships. His natural and sincere storytelling made it easy for audiences to relate. The success of Def Comedy Jam not only helped Martin advance his career but also opened the door for many other comedians of color to shine. Martin's impressive performances helped solidify his reputation in the industry while also creating a new trend in comedy. He was unafraid to satirize sensitive social issues, from race to discrimination, leaving a profound imprint on his audience. After this show, he attracted a large fan base, paving the way for bigger projects in film. Though he had gained attention, the pathway ahead was not always smooth. Fame also brought significant pressure, a factor Martin had to learn to cope with. The pressure to succeed and the public's expectations presented numerous challenges for him. One of the most challenging phases for Martin occurred in the mid-90s when he faced mental health issues. He had to enter a hospital for treatment and confronted depression. This period was a significant shock for Martin, but he found ways to recover and continue contributing to the arts. It was also a time when he gained deeper insight into himself, leading to greater growth in both his personal life and career. Martin learned that to achieve true success, one needs not only talent but also patience and the ability to overcome obstacles. The difficulties he faced during this time provided profound insights into life and inspired many of his later artistic works. In 1995, the film Bad Boys premiered and quickly became a blockbuster. In the role of Marcus Burnett, a police officer, Martin's performance was outstanding, providing viewers with simultaneously thrilling and comedic moments. His remarkable chemistry with Will Smith made them a beloved duo, winning accolades from both critics and audiences. Bad Boys not only achieved commercial success but also set a new standard for the action comedy genre in Hollywood. Next, in 1996, Martin starred in A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, where he played Darnell Wright, a charming yet awkward man in romance. The film was not merely a comedy. It conveyed messages about love, trust, and betrayal. Through this role, Martin demonstrated his ability to take on more complex characters. In 2000, he continued his success with Big Mama's House, where he played FBI agent Malcolm Turner, who disguises himself as a heavy-set grandmother. Martin's impressive transformation and diverse acting skills captivated the audience. The film quickly became a hit, creating opportunities for subsequent sequels and establishing a strong brand in the entertainment industry. Hollywood not only acknowledged Martin's successful projects but also marked his evolution from a comedian to a top film actor. Movies like Blue Streak, 1999, and Life, 1999, contributed to his rich acting experience. The characters portrayed by Martin were always filled with depth and humor, making it easy for viewers to relate. Martin Lawrence was not only an outstanding comedian but also a talented producer and creative mind. The productions he participated in, from Martin to feature films, received enthusiastic responses from both critics and audiences. These projects showcased Martin's unique comedic style and his ability to craft stories that easily drew attention. Bad Boys. The film was not only a significant commercial success but also opened the door for a fresh take on the action comedy genre. Martin and Will Smith established a memorable cinematic duo, with their interactions creating many legendary scenes and laughter. The film became a sensation among young audiences, subsequently leading to successful sequels in 2003 and 2020. Big Mama's House. When Martin portrayed the grandmother, he not only made the audience laugh but also cleverly conveyed issues of race and gender. The film not only succeeded at the box office but also showcased Martin's impressive ability to transform his image. His extraordinary makeup skills, from costumes to body language, left a lasting impression on the audience. The film continued its success with multiple sequels, further solidifying Martin's standing in fans' hearts. With a successful acting career, Martin Lawrence did not stop at being just an actor. He sought to produce his own projects and succeeded with the television show Martin. The show, which aired from 1992 to 1997, attracted a large viewership and created iconic characters. The content of the show primarily revolved around Martin's daily life and his relationships with friends and family. Beyond providing entertainment, Martin also reflected the experiences of Black Americans, addressing issues from love and friendship to social aspects. The show helped shape Martin Lawrence's image in the eyes of his fans and increased his appeal. Martin also collaborated with major producers to develop other film and television projects. He appeared in numerous films and worked with renowned directors, further expanding his influence in the entertainment industry. Lawrence became engaged to actress Lark Voorhees in 1993. He married Miss Virginia USA, Patricia Southall, in 1995. Lawrence and Southall had a daughter, Jasmine Page, born January 15, 1996. They divorced in 1997, and Lawrence began a relationship with Shamika Gibbs. The couple married on July 10, 2010, at Lawrence's home in Beverly Hills. Actors Eddie Murphy and Denzel Washington were among the 120 guests at the wedding. Lawrence and Gibbs have two daughters, Ayanna Faith, born November 9, 2000, and Amara Trinity, born August 20, 2002. On April 25, 2012, Lawrence filed for divorce from Gibbs, citing irreconcilable differences and asking for joint legal and physical custody of their children. Lawrence owns a farm near Purcellville, Virginia. For many years, he owned a large mansion in the Beverly Park community in Beverly Hills, where he married Gibbs. However, after their divorce, the property was rented out for $200,000 a month in June 2012. In 2013, the property was listed for sale for $26.5 million, and he eventually sold it for $17.2 million to Bruce Makowski, who purchased a property in Encino, Los Angeles for $6.63 million. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to help me gain motivation to create even better videos. See you in the next episode.